So hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna thank you for giving me a good response on my first video. So this is my second video on how Ferrari was made. Let's go in the uh, let's go and see how Ferrari was made. All right, I will make you a journey on back where it began. Because when we think about Ferrari today, we think of this iconic red beast, the roar of the engine, Formula One domination, and that prancing horse logo. But let's rewind the clock a bit. Because Ferrari wasn't always a household name. So picture this. It's the early 20th century Italy. A young boy named Enzo Ferrari. That's the man behind the name. Wasn't born into wealth and definitely not into luxury cars. In fact, he started out with a dream that he sounded pretty crazy at the time. All he wanted was to race. He loved cars, but not the fancy showroom ones. No, he loved speed competition and that raw thrill of pushing limits. Now Enzo didn't actually start Ferrari right way. That's the wild part. He first took first worked for Alfa Romeo, yep, the company that still exists today. He wasn't building cars yet, he was driving them. Enzo was a race car driver in the 1920s, pretty good one too. But he wasn't just there to race, he was watching, learning, and thinking way bigger. Fast forward to 1929. Enzo founded our Enzo founded Scuderia Ferrari. Now this wasn't a car company; it was a racing team. They tuned and raced Alfa Romeo cars under their own banner. This is where things really started to cook. And Enzo had this passion not just for racing but for making the best racing machines on the planet. Then came World War II, and like everything else in Europe, the dream hit pause. Guys, if you want a World War II explanation, I had made a video on it. You can go see, and I have told you that if you want a detailed video, so comment down. So let's get back to the story. His factory, yeah, by then he had started building cars, was bombed twice. But did that stop him? No way. In fact, post war is when the real Ferrari story begins. In 1947, Enzo finally put his name on a car, the Ferrari 125S. This was the first official Ferrari, small, red, elegant, but loud and fast as hell for its time. And what made it special wasn't just its speed, it it had a V12 engine which was rare and ambitious back then. That engine was basically a statement. It said, "We are not here to play." From that point on, Ferrari became more than a car, it became a symbol, not just of Italian design or performance, but of a passion with the perfection. Every model after that, whether it was for the track or the street, carried the same DNA. It wasn't about making cars for everyone, it was about making the best cars, period. And here's something Enzo believed deeply. He once said, "I build engines and attach wheels to them." To him, the engine was the soul, everything else, the curve, the bodywork, even the logo was there to serve that purpose. Now fast forward again today, and Ferrari isn't just dominating racetracks with Formula One victories. It's one of the most recognized brands in the world. But here's the twist. Enzo Ferrari didn't actually care about making road cars. In fact, he only made them to fund his racing obsession. That's the irony. The flashy Ferraris we see on city streets. Those exist because Enzo wanted to build better race cars. So next time you see that prancing horse on the hood, remember it's not just a brand, it's a story of persistence, passion, and an absolute refusal to settle for anything else. than greatness. And that's how Ferrari was made. Guys, so gu- guys, so we see that if you work hard and if you work hard and if you work hard and leave your all comforts, so you can make a big company or anything else just like this kid made. So guys, thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please comment, share, please comment, share, like, and subscribe. I know I know I am making some mistakes, so I will try to fix them in my future videos. Till then, bye bye.